let us upgrade. It was probably the prestige we needed of all things. But hooray, there we go, we're a pirate confederacy now. And I wish I'd taken note of the extra stuff we get out of that, because there was more there than I could tell. I think a number of states and a national focus and the autonomy. Oh, and the extra diplomat, of course. That's nice. We've gone a long time with only 2 diplomats. It'll be nice to have 3, even though I don't use them whatsoever. What I could, would, and should do is build a spy network on the Danes, because I think we're still alone against the world in this campaign. Great, our navy is ready to rock and roll. There's a case to be made for leaving them to defend Venice. Or at least leaving a few to defend Venice. And that's pretty agreeable. I guess I'll leave 10 to defend Venice right there. The rest of you head up and over to Man. It's a nice fitting province for you all. Jake got lucky with Random New World. Most of the time it's still Random New Ocean. I mean, in my campaigns it happened once. I can't have my heavy ships and light ships cost extra money, but I'm not about to diplotech anytime soon, so I have no problem abandoning the idea of naval supremacy. It's only an idea. How do you fight an idea? I never made this a full state. I mean, granted, it's not the best state in the world. Quite the opposite. I would say it's one of the worst states in the world. However, anywhere that can get me shipyards that give me a full +2 force limit is a pretty good place. And the +2 is underselling it because... Okay, where can we find somewhere with a shipyard? Somewhere that has crap development as well. Not you, but you. Here we go. It is a shipyard. Yay, we get like 2.7. Okay, might not seem worth all that much. Consider this. 2.7 plus 50% plus 50% plus 20% plus 25% plus 33%. Counts for a whole lot more. That's why I'm able to have an enormous force limit, despite my pathetically small number of islands. Portugal's decided that we are their rival. I think we should tell them much and such. Oh, we can rival the British? Well, that was an easy choice. Gonna make it feel all the better to be privateering them away. Just wish we could rival the Otto friends. Jake, you on vacation yet? No, I got 3... What day is it today? Is it Wednesday? Bloody hell, I only got 2 more days and then I'm on a long-ass vacation. Sweet. Looking forward to having a bunch of time for streaming. Recht. We have a whole bunch of boats over here, and I need them ready to kick some Danelaw. You, but not the transports, please. Is that it? Was it really just 7 of them? I feel like I'm being missold something here. But I probably made some more in the New World here as well, in the Old World rather. The New Old World. There we go. 9 seems more likely. Wasn't there a 10th? Of course there was a 10th. Did I really only settle for 10? Okay, I'll stop kidding around now. Get you over to Man, then we get into position and we kill some Danes. Let me hear it from the chat. Do people actually want dead Danes? We talked about it earlier and we decided that it would be good to have Iceland back on the map as our subject. And we'll keep them on the map. Because I'm not terribly interested in holding on to this land. I think as soon as I have Bornholm, I don't even need Shetland anymore, so we're good. Jake, when we sail east, yeah, Kilwa is very high on the list of people that I want to crush, but think about it. If I had land here, I can pirate and raid all of this, and I just need a province here to make it a reality. So yes, I'd like to have Iceland on the map. I want Bornholm, and I want Gotland. Deader Danes or better Danes, says Cold Blood 3D. Not as much as I want to see dead Scots, but GB already took care of that. Well, we could take the Isles back on the map. Oh, I already have Man, don't I? Having scootage vassals is something I've really come to enjoy in the game. They're not liabilities in the same way that many subjects are. Alright, how's our New World fleet doing? They're taking their time, but that's a big ocean to cross. It takes a long time to build up spy network. Oh yeah, we're 1,000,000 miles away with our capital, so I guess that makes a modicum of sense. We have our claim on the Faroe Islands, so I'm not afraid of that going away anytime soon. I did get my favorite black licorice candy. I mean, licorice is disgusting to me, but it's not like I hold it against people for enjoying it. I mean, hey, take my portion, make me happier. God, I love stealing this money from Constantinople. Just wish I got more from it with increased privateering. But I need that settler engagement, I need the global settlers increase. Did I say settler engagement? I meant naval engagement. And that force limit is also extremely handy. Don't mind me, I'll take that population. I also have a free colonist that I'm not putting to work, and that is unforgivable. Question is, where do they go? This province here is a bit arse. But there's not a whole lot of amazing land for me to take over around here in these northern islands. What were these guys' story? 5 development and 5 development's not too shabby. And it would allow me to go raiding around here. And look at this, the Spanish are making this a reality for me. So this is probably a good pirate island to have. Anything that makes the raiding go smoother. Sure, claimed by Spain, but you know, what are Spain not claiming these days? I mean, I want them both down the line. I'll just take this one here and now. I also hated black licorice my entire life. Then I discovered Turkish pep. Oh man, those are powerful things. They were giving those out during Tough Viking, probably to make you ignore the pain. Little do they know, pain is what makes me feel alive, so wasted opportunity. So you guys are transports. What about, okay, 10 galleys there just on defense. And you're ready for transporting all my needs. I worry about how short that British truce is. We'll keep this one ready because you never know who's gonna land over there in Ireland. Ireland has a way of just attracting trouble. Well, that's 17 heavy ships. Is that all I got? Damn, I didn't want a fair fight against the Danes, but I guess a fair fight's the closest I'm getting here. We still have pretty awesome admirals. I don't know what kind of admirals they're taunting. But with this, I think we could even park ourselves in... Oh, Christ, no. Whatever I did, undo it. I think we can park ourselves in position, try to find where they are, and snipe as much of their fleet as we can. Meanwhile, I just need a couple of you parked over there in the Faroes to get ticking war score going. And the lovely thing about the layout of Denmark is that there's a chance we could actually get Holland for ourselves. It's a slim chance, but a chance nonetheless. Can't forget that the Russians also get involved. And they do have a port over here, so it's not impossible that they would sail down and do nasty things to Crete. With that in mind, I should probably be actually spending this time increasing my galleys. I should definitely be increasing my frigates as well. Oh, it's good having actual ports to do this in now. Having very little to work with was not so great. But yeah, being able to swiftly build ships is pretty awesome. I mean, you saw what the Ottomans were doing. I trashed their navy and went, haha, I am #1. And then they just bounced right back because they had like 4 dozen ports to build all their mega galleys in. More galleys needed, sire, says Demon 321X2. Is there ever a time that you don't want to be increasing your fleet? Well, I mean, when I was losing 30 ducats every month and scuttling heavies, yeah, that was a time. A time I already regret, but it existed and I can't deny that. Alright. Anybody with good eyesight finding the Danish fleet? Let's remind ourselves with what exactly the Danish fleet comprises of. Man, it's like they know I'm coming. 20 heavies, 46 galleys, transports and lights. Dithmarschen is involved as well, but I'm not terribly concerned about them. It's just a couple of Danish lights, nothing to phone home about. What do we have here, though? Again, just Danish lights. The lights are not the concern here. I think we found ourselves the Danish Navy. That's their entire attacking navy, it seems. I mean, I'm not really going to gain a whole lot by sniping one heavy here. Well, it's one heavy I wouldn't otherwise be sniping. And you guys start getting war score on that, and we just seek and destroy Danish, well, just generally navies. Yeah, I feel a bit of a wasted opportunity there. What fleet doctrine are you using? I can't actually remember. I think it was the one that gives me more force limit. No, it's trade power. Is there one for more force limit? No, it's enemy ships, trade power, combat ability, or naval maintenance. They're all good for me. Capturing enemy ships would be brutal, but the reason that I took trade power is because it helps me privateer better, and I like the sound of that a lot. Alright, we could overthink this or underthink it, and I'd far rather underthink it. The Russians have no allies that I really want to wrap up in this war as well. Same with Dithmarschen. So this is a war against Denmark for the Faroes. I wouldn't mind taking Faroes and Iceland, but the main crown jewel is taking Bornholm, because if I have Bornholm, I can raid all of this. I wouldn't mind taking Rutland as well. There's a whole lot I want out of it, so let's just make it so. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Hopefully these guys don't get sniped, but I would like to swiftly make our way over to the War Score Island. If I position my fleet here, I can keep the entire Danish navy trapped within. Oh! They were privateering. That is cool. We might have more in common than I care to admit with the Danes. Well played. Very well played. Also, hello, Danish. Hello, Danish. Wisely, it's our heavy fleets that are engaging here, and under Shadow's leadership, I think we're not going to see that Danish trade fleet exist much longer. Nope, away they go. We grab ourselves 4 lights, and those lights should, well, get themselves repaired first and foremost, actually. So get over to Man, please. Maybe take a route that... Oh, alright. Make your way over to Shetland then, if that's how you're going to cut it. The Dithmarschens are heading over to the North Sea. The moment they're locked in, that's a great opportunity for me to ruin their day. There we go. Make it happen. A 0% light ship there, I saw it. And believe me, I saw it. But it will come together. It's an early frigate as well, so the AI is definitely upgrading their ships. And I have a huge amount of respect for them for that. So the Carvel and Bark should just go away. I'd rather liquidate the sailors out of them than anything else. Danes no longer privateering, fair enough for that. Hello, Dithmarschen. Still want to make another stab at this. I think he's going to see my armies going around and not want to take the chance, so if you trot again, please. Not armies, navies. You know, wooden armies. Dithmarschen wants to take the fight to me a few more times. I'm afraid it's not going to work out for you, my friend. you folks. Just get the armies on their leggies and over to Pharaoh, because that's the ticking war score. That's the magic that makes it all come together. And again, if I can keep the Danish, and come to think of it, the Russian navy, if their navy is situated here, there's no guarantee about that, I keep them in lockdown and I don't have to worry about any fleet coming to get me during this war. Interesting, I don't often play the game such that navies are so important, but in this campaign they so very much are. Also, my army is not super important, so I'm going to pay less on them. Unless these guys get invaded, but that's just too bad if they do. Remember when I had loads of money? I remember. I would like that Danish money, but I want Bornholm. I would like to have Gotland. I should take you, but you don't have the Icelandic core. I could release Norway instead, and that gives me a lot of reconquest on Denmark, but that's not the goal of the campaign, so let's not really consider that. That is super ambitious. There's almost no chance I'm going to get all that, because the war score is not going to be on my side. I'm not going to win tons of war score from battles, among other concerns. That is unless I'm able to get the drop on the Danes. Oh, nice. I wasn't even thinking about that. My pirateering ship in GB took care of some issues there. Also, is it raid coast o'clock again? This is for Rhodes. Oh, I'd occupied Rhodes ahead of time. I mean, I'm still going to take it, right? It's 100 sailors and a bunch of ducats. Don't mind if I do, basically. Average willpower underscores coming in, just saying, hi Jake, hi chat, well, welcome. Hope you're having as good a time, at least as the Danes are. Shadow's no longer serving us, which is a shame, because they were our incredibly good admiral here. Like I said, engagement width is what really wins the battles, so I want Olwen's there. He's got the best maneuver. I mean, just so happens he's got the best overall. I'll take that. Siege is sadly fairly useless for navies. I wish it was not so. Okay, that was nice and easy to take you over. There is no real benefit in occupying Iceland, except perhaps preventing them from building a navy there, so that's probably worth exploring as it happens. Otherwise, I would quite like my army to probe what can be done in pressing on against the Danes here. So if I bring my navies together here and just push in a bit, just a bit of pushing, a bit of pressure can go a long way. Hello. Well, guess I better pay for these guys. It's an expensive cost just to take Iceland, but we'll see what we can make happen here. There's no guarantee this will work for me, right? Ditmarshan are in the war, and they bring 8, 12, a fair number of troops. I should be reasonably wary of them. They have Tech 15 as well, which means it's not all about... Oh my. Oh my. We're going to have a bit of a battle here, and I was not expecting that. He has a lot of maneuver. He will really bring a lot of pain to me. He has 19 heavies and a whole lot of galleys. That is a whole lot of rosy. I don't think I want that fight, actually. I don't think I want that at all. Maybe he's running away, though, which would make sense, you know, given how incredibly superior we are. Now, I was itching to see what I could gain from occupations here, but I'm terrified of Ditmarshan, which sounds ludicrous coming out of my mouth, really. But they have offensive ideas, defensive ideas, Ditmarshan traditions, not to mention they are a... oligarchy. That's hilarious since they're starting out as a peasant republic. Right. Not going to get that engagement. Probably not going to gain a lot from any kind of offensive maneuvers here. But we can take Bornholm, which will at least give us a nice little place to rest our weary ships here. And I'm still blocking anybody coming out of the Baltic here. Baltic and Balkan, I get them mixed up far more often than anyone should care to admit. Profits before people in the Greek West African Company. I agree. Got some ships up and ready to go. We're still hemorrhaging dosh here though. Oh my. Great Britain could become Holy Roman Emperor, but that doesn't matter too much since he's not going to be defending me from our good friends, the Otto-Turks. Wouldn't take me too long to convert Venetia, which is rather nice. And it would take even less time if I had an Inquisitor for one, but I was going to go with the Edict. That is strongly tempting. However, I suspect if I convert it, it'll get reconverted by the Centres of Reformation. So I'm going to wait until after the Age of Reformation to make that a reality. I'll take Bornholm over. Believe it or not, it might be a hard fight against those Danes, and I really don't... Look at that, he's wanting to go for it. And I would be eating every negative thing about that fight. -2, -3... That is a bad, bad fight for me. I'm gonna take it anyway, because I want to see how we... Oh, wait, no, I got that completely wrong. He'll be the one taking a lot of penalties on us. Our morale might be crappy. He's got offensive... Well, we'll see. Come on, it's a fight for 2k versus 1k. And we're about to get our tick of morale back. Maybe not so much the units, because we're burning on everything, but... I could not care less about restrictions on foreign merchants, because we take them all home in chains anyway. There we go. Easily done. Come on, MTSC2. This is your time to shine. You don't have any siege, so I'm not terribly worried about you, but no, that's a stupid thing to do. Your maneuver will actually help out here. Because whilst we're at it, we may as well take Gotland. Slight problem there, I'm no longer blocking the ins and outs of the Baltic Sea here, but I do like the idea of having Gotland. Look at those filthy Danes and their filthy ships. GB decides that we are rival material, and there's that sly little ship going. Alright, thanks Saint Helena. Hopefully you don't revolt on me. We've had no revolt problems for ages, which is rather nice. We have a fair bit of suffrage in our country, so yeah, I don't like playing towards tolerant playstyles, but I gotta try some new things every now and then. Boom, right, the great battle for Iceland is already over in our favour. Next up we take Gotland, and everybody wins. There's not really much point to me paying my units here, it's just costing me a dosh. I'm sure these guys will be fine. It is still tempting to engage you, but that 125 discourages me greatly. What I will continue to do is hold here. Actually, this gives me a lot more to do in terms of blockading, so let us actually hold here. That's a nice bit of blockading right on the Danes. Taking war score will take a bit of time. There is an option to punish Dithmarschen though. I don't mind that at all. What did we do to the Dithmarscheni Navy? No heavies, 4 lights. Well, I think we just found a job for these lights we just commissioned. Man, I am using the wrong keys here. I've been ruined by the text assist, I think. My typing ability's got worse, not better. Again, there's no point hemorrhaging all my sailors by having you guys out this whole time, so I'll bring you guys back. Nice. It's a shame not to be blockading this to make the siege go faster, but I feel a bit safer blocking off the entirety of the Baltic Sea here. What are you guys up to? Get over here and then get over here. Blockade at Marchenne for war score. They have high development ports, 20 and 18, and we can have a bit of fun by crushing them. It's election o'clock. I don't like our indulgent, crappy captain, so we're going to have a different up-and-coming pirate. Captain Anastasios Saudus. They're really young, so as long as they get a not terrible trait, or personality rather, I'm going to keep them around. There we go, steal a new early frigate. It'll repair whilst there, so I'm not too worried about sending it back. And there we go, just add to our good blockading times. Freedom of the press? I don't like that. National unrest for 10 years. I'm trying to avoid unrest. But I don't want to lose that innovativeness, so it's just going to have to be a piece of paper. Okay. Greedy. I mean, I don't see that as a problem. It's not like we make tons of money on taxation. Will you take Shetland, Jake? I have Shetland. Wolf Aileron, look at Shetland. This was our staging point of the entire Danish invasion. Yes, we're going to take it. Going for an achievement, Jake? Not really, but I was happy to pick up... wait, where is it? There we go. We got Trophy Hunter along the way, which I was surprised that I didn't already have. No, Jake. Sheerland. Which one do you mean by Sheerland? Never heard of it. Right, what do we do with you? Can't think of a good place to put you for any harassment. Ah, well, no, Åland is a big risk. But you know what they say about big risks. Copenhagen. Oh, you mean this piece of crap? I mean, we will eventually take it. It's a good island for us to have, but strategically it's not very good for us right now. It has a fort on it. It can be attacked from 3 different places, which means our troops will be sitting ducks trying to take it. My army is largely incompetent, so winning would not be something I'd be doing on that front. So how long until we can start raiding the ever-loving crap out of people again, because I'm feeling that the purse strings are a bit tight. Hello! Boy, am I glad I'm privateering around here, because the Russians want to take Naxos. Well, I can't let them do that. Let's station a single ship over there and hope that it doesn't hurt us. The Danish army, 27, 35, 45, 55, 60,000. So we're only looking at half of it here. I don't know where the other half is. If I had my fleet positioned all the way around here, I could get a better view of it. But I don't. Also, we are taking attrition here because we don't have anything occupado right here, which is bad. So shift up our approach. Let's move you over there and let's get you guys over to Bornholm. Look at them just coming right out of the woodwork like the snakes they are. God, that is a tempting fight to take, but it could backfire so much. 20 transports over you there. We're not injured at all, apart from one early frigate that's feeling a bit of the burn, and I shouldn't even have early frigates here. Early frig off over to Bornholm. 65 on 65. It's one of the fairest fights one could imagine around here. Jake, do occupations increase your raiding range? You can answer that by looking right now. Evidently not. No, you need to own the provinces. Coring isn't even that big of a deal, right? We had this without coring it, you could still raid